Good afternoon everyone. What we're doing today is we're making rum balls. Now, when you eat a rum ball, or you eat them, you got to make sure that you're not driving because they will actually give you a reading. I suppose you could give this to children because overall there's not a lot of rum in it, but if you're eating these all day, you don't want to get in trouble by being a little bit over. Okay, so what we have here is we've got a dark fruit cake, which is 100 grams. We're going to use a whole lot of this. We've got 2 milk chocolate bars that are 200 grams each. You could use any chocolate, doesn't really matter. We've got some rum here, which is like, you know, the main ingredient. So we need half a cup of this. You can use dark rum, red rum, pretty much any rum you want, probably apart from those chocolatey rums or anything like that. We have coconut here, so here's a bit of that. We have the bag here too because this is what we're going to put in, and we need to put more in there when we roll it up. So there are ingredients that I forgot to mention. These are dried cranberries. There's half a cup here. I did cut them because they were too big, so if you feel like they're too big you can cut them. So first off we're going to get the chocolate melted because that's important. So it's going to take the longest to do. So this is just chocolate, milk chocolate. You can use any type you want, it doesn't particularly matter. We're just going to break it up so it melts quicker. So I need 2 of them. So we're just going to put this on the stove over here. On not the highest yet, we want not something that's too high because while this is going to start melting, we're actually going to come back over here and start the rest of it. So we've got a bowl here. And our fruit cake is what we're going to start with first. Just open that. So this is a dark fruit cake. There we go. So I'm going to cut it up so it's easier to break apart. So I'm going to cut this into chunks like this. Obviously the fruit cakes are pretty sticky to begin with, so we're just going to crumble this up. And we're going to keep an eye on our chocolate. That's not even starting to melt yet, but we'll keep an eye on that. So it's going to crumble this. This is easier than just trying to crumble the whole thing in your hands. So it's going to crumble this. Sort of like small pieces. They don't need to be ridiculously small. It's sticky. So I'm just going to cut the next piece. So we're going to use the whole lot of this. I don't know what happens if you use a light fruit cake. Never done that before. Always use dark fruit cake. So I don't particularly know how that will go if you choose a light fruit cake. Because light fruit cake actually has some sort of fruit in it, some red fruit in it. I don't know what that is. That could actually be in fact the cranberries themselves. I'm not sure. But obviously that's processed a different way. If they are cranberries, I have no idea what they are, but here the chocolate has started to melt, so I've got a spoon over here. We're just going to pop over. So I don't want it to burn. So maybe I shouldn't have put it on the saucepan. Maybe I should have put it in something else. We're still going to keep a very close eye on this. So we just need to melt it so it can be a part of the mixture. So we're actually going to turn this down because it's sort of getting stuck to the saucepan. Wrong one. So I'm just going to turn it down a bit. So it just needs to be melted a bit. So we just want to get the sort of like hardness out of it. So it doesn't matter if it's like sort of like that consistency. That's sort of something like you want. Doesn't really have to be runny, it just needs to be melted. So if it's pasty, and this is one for cooking, this is cooking chocolate, so this is actually going to react differently like a normal block of chocolate would. So that's probably nearly ready, because there's a few little chunks to go in there. Sort of melting now, so it won't be long. My arm's getting tired. So just a few more minutes and that should do it. So that should probably be enough. So I'm just going to move this off the heat, turn that off. I'll leave the spoon in there because we need to scoop that in later on. Now back up here, we're going to quickly do the rest of this so you can hurry up and put in the rest of the ingredients in, like the chocolate on the stove there. And just break it. I mean, obviously it does get a little messy. So we're just going to break that up. The reason we're doing this earlier than our other videos is because this actually has to set in the fridge for a while. It's not baked. It's just put together, rolled up into a ball, chucked into coconut, and then it's in the fridge for about 2 hours. Depending on how big you make them, that's how long it'll take for them to set. So until they're set, which will roughly take about 2 hours. So that's why we're doing it so early, so they'll be set sometime before we have dinner. So after dinner, this is like probably some sort, like you'd eat it after dinner, I reckon, probably find that. Sort of like a dessert. It's not really a dessert, but I figure that's when you eat it. You can eat it where you want though, but that's when we're going to eat it, so it should be ready by then. Plus that gives it plenty of time to set too. So if you're going to need this at lunchtime or anything like that, you'd actually do it the night before, so it will be ready in time and have set properly. The funny thing is, Mum likes rum, but Mum does not like rum balls. Dad does not like rum, but he likes rum balls. How that works, I got no idea. I don't like rum. Not too sure about these. I've made these before, but I've never really eaten them because, you know, they're usually all gone because Dad's pinched them all. So that's the crumble thing. Yeah, it's crumbled up all there. Now I need half a cup of rum. And I'm going to get the rum bottle dirty. I've got dirty hands. So I need half a cup of rum. So these won't be too strong. The rum flavour will be there. So I just need to combine that all. At least that takes away some of the stickiness. So it's sort of like coming apart a bit better now. So that's good. So if you're going to be driving, just be careful that you're not over the limit when you eat these, because these have alcohol, and rum is 37% alcohol. Like that's its volume. So if you're going to be driving, I can smell the rum in there. It's pretty strong. But so I'm going to chuck the cranberries in. No, come over touch it. Start to harden up a bit, so we want to get that in there now. But I reckon the rum should help with that. It didn't melt as I would have liked, but maybe I should have put it, like, you know, on the saucepan in something else. But oh well, too bad, because it actually has stuck. But I didn't want it. I've probably sort of started to like set it again because it has been on the stove for a bit, like just sitting there. So this is probably going to be a bit hot, so I'm going to use a spoon this time. We're going to combine all this. And we also need to add the coconut in, but I'm just going to put this all together first. Okay. It is a bit warm, but it's not too hot, so I'm going to get in there with my hands now. I was wrong, that is a bit hot at the bottom of my hand a bit. Oh well. Okay, so we're going to grab the coconut. We're going to pour that in. And in the bowl still, put more coconut in there. So I'm just going to like put that in there. So just try to combine it all properly. I can still smell that rum. Smells. Probably the smell is pretty potent. I don't think it would particularly taste too strong, but the smell is definitely potent. Okay, so it's sort of like a mixture now, sort of like, you know, something you can roll around. Although most of it's on my fingers. So I'm just gonna sort of like, okay. So I'm just going to grab the packet and we're going to put some more coconut in here because you need to roll it in coconut. So we're just going to grab one. You probably want them about that big. Now obviously they're a bit mushy, so we're going to chuck that in there, cover it. And we've put Glad wrap on the plate because so it doesn't stick or anything like that. Because they are pretty sticky once everything's combined, like the chocolate and everything like that. So if you don't know how big to make them, they're a level tablespoon rolled. So see a bit of cranberry there. So you just roll it. They're sort of like the size of a small meatball, probably roughly around that size. You can make them bigger, but that's going to make them take longer to set. So you get the gist of it. We'll be back when all this is rolled. Hi everybody, welcome back. So I had a bit of a clean up here. So this is the quantity that it makes. Obviously if you don't want to eat this much, you can just half the ingredients. So we got 2 full plates and a few on here. So these are going to go in the fridge for a few hours and then they're ready for eating. So as soon as they're set and firm, so not squishy like this, they're squishy, that's when you can eat them. So we're going to pop them in the fridge and that's all there is to it. So if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and we'll see you later for more.